And so we need our best lineup out there. We need to get this win and secure a spot into the next round. And so my predicted scoreline is going to be 3-1. And I'm saying 3-1 because there is no way Barcelona is going to keep a clean sheet tomorrow, because we still need to fix our defensive mistakes. But I do believe that Barcelona is going to get goals in. And that is because we are going to have no other than Lionel Messi come into this match and play the full 90 minutes. Alright guys, so as I predicted, Barcelona beats Dortmund 3-1. And this was a huge win for us. This was a game we needed for the team. A game where we needed to qualify to the next round. Now heading into this match, I want to start with the lineup. So we did start with a 4-3-3 formation. We had Junior Firpo on the left. We had our two center backs, Lenglet and Umtiti, and we had Sergio Roberto on the right. Then in our midfield, we had Rakitic, and in the forward line, we had Dembele. So we did not have Arthur or Griezmann. And so when that lineup was announced, there were so many people mad on Twitter. People were questioning why they had Griezmann on the bench, why Arthur was not starting, why Luis Suarez was starting. But before that game, I was thinking like, it doesn't even matter who we have on that left wing, because Griezmann over the past 5 games was not providing anything. Neither was Dembele. So at the end of the day, it didn't even matter. We just needed one of those two to do defensive work on that left side, because that is what Valverde likes to do. It always ends up being a 4-4-2 formation. And as for Arthur, I was questioning that also before the game. But as the game went by, you can see that every time we're on a 4-3-3 formation, we always transition into a 4-4-2. And so if Valverde chose to use Arthur in that starting 11 and use the 4-4-2 system, that means Arthur would have to be on that right side. And we all know Arthur can't operate well on that left side, going up and down. And that's why he chose Rakitic, because Rakitic has more experience being on that right side, on that right wing. And so that's why I understood the lineup. But I get why people were mad. It was just a tactical reason from Valverde. So as the game went by, Barcelona was playing their usual game. We did start off a little bit slow. We had an early mistake by Rakitic where he misplaced a pass and gave it to Dortmund, and Dortmund almost scored on us, and we were gonna go down 1-0. And then on the 26th minute, unfortunately, Dembele got injured again, and it was very hard to watch. Dembele was getting some chances, but it had to be stopped because of that injury that he got. And it has been confirmed that he has an injury on his right thigh. And again, it was so hard to watch. You can see in that match that he had his head down, he put his shirt up, and he started to cry like this. And this was the first time I have seen Dembele tear up because of an injury, because I feel like he's fed up, because he has had so many injuries throughout his Barcelona career, and it's so sad to see that we can't see his full potential at Barcelona. And I'm sure that Dembele wants that as much as we want that. Mbappe also gave his condolences on Twitter. So yeah, we hope it's nothing serious. I just pray for a speedy recovery. So Griezmann did get subbed on for Dembele, and this is where the magic happened. 3 minutes later, Suarez scored his goal thanks to an amazing assist by Lionel Messi. And this is why Valverde chooses to never sub out Suarez or bench him, because Messi's greatest partner will always be Luis Suarez. People say on Twitter and Instagram and on Facebook that why can't we just bench Luis Suarez? Why can't we just sell Luis Suarez? But what you guys don't realize is that if you do want to get the best out of Messi, he will need a player to fully understand his style of play. And guess what happened 4 minutes later? Suarez returned the favor and he set up Messi to score his goal. So Suarez and Messi both received a goal and a assist within a span of 5 minutes. And I also want to point out how this goal of Messi's even began, and it came through the high press of FC Barcelona. And so I'm gonna show you guys some pictures. You can see that the left center back Dortmund defender has the ball, right? And you can see throughout this play that he had no option. He didn't know who to pass it to because everyone was covered because of Barcelona's high press. And usually when that happens, when a center back doesn't see any options, they like to kick it all the way into the middle of the field. And that's exactly what he did. And as you can see, as we progress through this picture, he finally gave in, tried to pass it to someone in the middle of the field, but Frankie de Jong was there. And look, even if that defender decided to pass it to the guy behind Frankie de Jong, you can see that Lenglet was ready to press him too. And so Dortmund was fully covered because of Barcelona's press. And so the defender did pass it to the guy right in front of de Jong. And so de Jong got the ball, passed it to Lionel Messi. Then Messi passed it to Suarez. Suarez passed it back to Lionel Messi. And then that's where Messi finished it off. So that is something I would like to see more often from FC Barcelona. And Man City is known for doing that all the time under Pep Guardiola. That high press is key for FC Barcelona. And it was the foundation to our success in the era of 2008 through 2012. So it's very exciting to see that from FC Barcelona. And on to the second half, we did see Messi receive a yellow card, which I thought was complete foolish from the referee. Was it a penalty? No, it was not. But Messi's intentions was not to fall on the ground. We can see in the game that he just tripped over his own foot. So the referee should be able to be good enough to see that. And then on the 67th minute, we finally get to see Griezmann hop on the score sheet. And let me tell you, I was excited because after all the struggle that Griezmann was going through, from the misplaced passes to not being able to connect with his teammates, he finally got the goal he deserved and was assisted by Lionel Messi. And it was an amazing pass. It was something that only Messi could see. And so I really hope this does get Griezmann's confidence up. So we ended with Griezmann, Messi, and Suarez on the score sheet, which is the second time we have seen this happen. So I was very happy to see this. Now I also want to point out Frankie de Jong. De Jong had an amazing performance also. Even the commentator said Frankie de Jong never gets nervous when pressured, which is true because he always seems very calm on the ball. We can see that his teammates trust him with the ball also. And I feel like de Jong gets overshadowed by Messi and Suarez. So I feel like we should be able to give him more recognition and credit. He was also the player with the highest pass success rate with 94%. So now I want to give a quick recognition to two center backs, which is Lenglet and Samuel Umtiti. The Frenchmen always stayed on their feet and they pressed Dortmund's attack very well. So their performance was not that bad, especially since Umtiti just came back from injury. And so now with this result that we got against Dortmund, where does that put us in the standings of the group? So Messi did end up winning the man of the match. In the game, he provided 2 assists and 1 goal. So we have officially qualified to the next round with 11 points. Inter and Dortmund are tied with 7 points each. And so it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. I personally would like to see Inter Milan go into the next round, but the thing is, that is who we are going to play against next in the Champions League on December 10th in Italy. So yeah, I am very happy about this win. We were able to see the players who struggled through the season to show up on today's match, but this does not say anything about our away form. And that is something we will need to improve on in order to have a successful season. We have seen this happen over and over again, where we play like gods at home, but when we are away, we barely get a win against an easy team or lose. And that is something that needs to be addressed by Valverde. We will also need our full team to be back as soon as possible because a lot of our players in Barcelona are injured at the moment. And trust me, we will need them because in our next 4 games, 3 of them will be away from home. And in those 3 matches, they are going to be very tough opponents, which are Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan, and Real Sociedad. So thank you guys for watching. Yes, we should celebrate this win, but then again, we still need to be focused and remain focused and have our heads down and focus on what's going to come next because we have plenty of tough teams ahead. And so this win did boost our team's confidence. Now what matters is the consistency, whether it's going to be at home or away. We have to put these types of performances day in and day out. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this game. If I missed anything about this match, point it out, comment down below. Again, you can find me on all social media platforms. I'm not just on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, and I just made a Twitter account. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.